Remember when this was the best delivery method for music? Remember when this was the
Could you, and can you guys hear that? I changed my settings.
Yes.
Okay.
best delivery method for supplements? Every industry evolves and improves with new breakthroughs in science and technology. Here at Neumi, we've used a proprietary technology to solve an issue that's been around since nutritional supplementation began: the problem of absorption. So many of today's supplements are less effective due to their inability to be absorbed naturally by the body. Using our own proprietary hydrostat nano delivery breakthrough, we reduce the particle size of critical nutrients smaller than ever before, allowing them to absorb in your mouth while swishing for 30 seconds or more. Glutathione is your body's master antioxidant. It's responsible for boosting your energy, detoxifying cells, reducing inflammation, and boosting the immune system. If glutathione is so amazing, why have you never heard of it? Because glutathione is extremely fragile, and if taken orally, it will be destroyed via the digestive process, rendering it virtually useless to the body. Until now, NutraSwish applies nanotechnology to achieve maximum absorption. Now, glutathione and other nutrients can be absorbed simply and quickly by swishing in the mouth instead of being destroyed in the stomach. Using this same nanotechnology, we've created the ultimate skincare product, Neumi Skin. We've been able to achieve unparalleled absorption for key ingredients, including collagen, hyaluronic acid, and more. Some of the top skin experts in the world work together to create the ultimate blend of skin-enhancing nanonutrients, creating the most amazing before and after results. With our nano solution, you no longer have to wait months to experience the effects of skincare and supplementation. Our customers are noticing a difference within a matter of days. Don't wait to look, feel, and live your best life. A new you starts with Neumi.
Okay. All right. I changed my settings and then I
Remember,
don't know why, but I can't get past it. There it goes. Okay. But you all could hear that just fine, right? All right. So, all right, good. So I've got 3 guests that are going to be sharing their story. And I think probably what I want to do is I want to have Sylvia come on and share her story. She's a friend of Naomi's, and she is 87 years old, guys. I hope you don't mind, Sylvia, that I spilled the beans on your age. But she's 87 years old, or she's going to turn 87 on Saturday. Wow, happy birthday. So, Sylvia, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great, great. So when did Naomi share Neumi with you? How long ago was it?
My experience with Neumi began on Mother's Day. A package arrived, I opened it, and Neumi was in there. I thought, oh my land, what do I do with this? I put it on the shelf and I just left it there for a few days, and I thought, you know, Naomi sent this to me for a reason. I read the brochures and I thought, well, might as well give it a try. So I started in morning, noon, and night. In 2 weeks, I had more energy than I knew what to do with. So I have stayed on it. I am thankful for Naomi. I call her my bonus daughter because my daughter passed away 16 years ago and I live all alone. As you said, I turned 87 Saturday. 87 is just a number. It doesn't matter to me. I feel like I'm 60.
Well, you sound like you're 60. So
Today I became a 1-star.
Whoa, you did.
Wow.
I only been on this for about a month and a half.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you, darling. I am so happy for my Heavenly Father guiding me, and Naomi, my little adopted daughter, taking care of this little old lady, and I don't feel like a little old lady. I kept on and started walking, and my neighbor said, Sylvia, what are you on? And I said, Swish. And they said, what? I said, Swish? They said, what is that? So I started handing out brochures, and I started talking to them, and some of them started saying, you know, I need this, and they're only in their 60s and 70s. And they said, if that can help you, it should sure help me. Well, I diligently worked on your bonuses and everything, and what do you know? I came a 3-star today, and I'm the happiest camper that I could ever be, and I will never stop Swish.
I love
Praise
it.
God to all of you.
Congratulations. Yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Amazing, amazing. So let me ask real quick. If you're swishing 3 times a day,
yes.
How much are you swishing? Are you swishing 1 capful?
No. What I did, I have a little shot glass, and I put 2 capfuls in there, which makes a teaspoon.
Okay.
And I do it morning and night.
Okay, good.
My back, I had been having to go in for epidurals every 3 months for my back. It hurt me so I couldn't even stand in the kitchen 5 minutes and peel potatoes. On Numi, I have had very little back pain. I can peel potatoes. I can do the laundry. It's just amazing the things that I can do.
Well, if people around you are noticing a difference in you, I would imagine a lot's been happening for you.
I had the last few years has not been that good for me. I have had a lot of health problems starting at 75, and then I have lost both of my children in that length of time. I lost my daughter 16 years ago. I lost my son 12 years ago, and I'm still going strong. Thanks to my Heavenly Father, Numi and Swish.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you for sharing. Also, real quick, I want to let everybody know, Numi's been good for Sylvia, that's for sure. But
it sure is.
Yeah, she just hit a milestone today. And Naomi, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
What milestone did Sylvia hit today?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She was so excited. She was sitting at the computer when one of the orders went in today, and she saw it roll over to 1 star.
Where is she? Where is she in the Power of 3 bonus?
Where is she?
Yeah.
She also, as of the end of the month, I think we have one more person that's going to order. She is going to be collecting her $250 bonus for having her first 3 all have their 3.
So she has the second milestone of the Power of 3 bonus completed at the end of the month.
Yes.
Wow. That is phenomenal. Congratulations, Sylvia. Good job. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very proud of her.
Yeah. Well, we're all proud of her. That's exciting. All right. Well, thank you for sharing, Sylvia. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me share with you, darling. You just have a blessed, blessed evening.
Thank you. You also. All right. So let's get another story in on here. I think Ron and Barbara Forberg are on the line. Are you guys here?
Ron is here.
All right. How you doing, Ron?
Well, I'm doing well. Appreciate being with you folks tonight.
So let's see. So who shared Numi with you? Was it Bobby?
Bobby sent me the information in an email, videos, and I was so sick that I couldn't pay attention, and I didn't watch the videos for 3 weeks. In January and February, I suffered a bout of double pneumonia, and it's the sickest I've ever been in my life. I've really enjoyed good health all my life, and I live in a very remote area of northwest Colorado at 6,280 feet, and I'm surrounded by wilderness. And in the area where I live, the White River Valley, we have a phenomena that can happen in the wintertime. The Ute Indians called this area Smoking River. And I had gone into the Meeker Historic Hotel Cafe for dinner, and the temperature was about 25 degrees. When I came out a little over an hour later, it had dropped 30 degrees. And I didn't realize that. And I came out and I took a real big, deep breath of fresh air, and I singed my lungs.
Wow.
And I started a hacking cough that persisted. In fact, there was no let up for 11 days. I had no sleep. I had very little to eat. And I lost 20 pounds. And Bobby had me on prayer chains all over the country. And one night, I almost didn't survive. I really, it was the first time in my life I didn't know I would wake up in the morning. But one of my colleagues, Mark Robertson, who lives in Buena Vista, Colorado, I was determined no matter what happened, I wouldn't go into a hospital, because at my age, at 77, they would see me coming through the door and they'd say, here comes another $100,000 bill. We'll put him on a ventilator and collect another $39,000 and send him off to the morgue. And that wasn't going to happen. So when I finally watched the videos, what I realized was that I had a nutritional deficiency in glutathione. And just a little aside, my oldest daughter, who was born in Brussels, Belgium, was born with spina bifida. And we were subjects of medical science in 4 countries: Belgium, Sweden, England, and the United States. And when we were being interrogated at the University of Washington Birth Defects Clinic, in the medical sciences research on the cause of spina bifida, I asked 12 specialists the question: how many credit hours do you have in the years of your formal medical education in the study of nutrition? And I pointed to every one of them, and every one of them had the same answer. It was 0. Not 1 credit hour in the study of nutrition in their years of formal medical education. When our daughter was 16 years old, medical science made a discovery that the cause of spina bifida was a deficiency of folic acid in the first trimester of pregnancy. It was a nutritional deficiency. And when I saw these videos, the first thing I remembered that experience, and I realized I had a glutathione deficiency. I ordered the product on the 28th of February. I received it on the 3rd of March. And I was in a situation where I had such shortness of breath, no strength, no stamina. I started swishing 3 times a day, spraying my face, and I literally came back from the dead in 5 days. I was carrying in 2 5-gallon plastic jugs of water that weigh about 44 pounds each, 5 days. And 5 days before, I could hardly walk from the bed to my easy chair. That's what happened to me.
Wow.
And
And
I started sharing the story, and we've had some remarkable experiences with some other folks. But this is one way where if you're, you know, you can take a lemon and make lemonade out of it real quick with Numi.
so how much and how often were you taking?
Well, I swished 3 times a day. Probably sprayed my face 4 or 5 times a day, and I noticed that the I had real deep dark shadows under my eyes, and they began to go away. And I had some skin cancer right here in my face on each side, and that has gone away. And so I'm just delighted. I swish and I spray.
That's amazing. Are you swishing 2 capfuls each time?
Oh yes.
Do you do it once?
I do like Sylvia does. I put in a little shot glass, and often I'll swish maybe even 2 or 3 minutes. I just leave it in there before I swallow it.
You do it once a day, or?
No, I was doing it 3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Until I really recovered my strength and stamina, and especially my breathing. I was so short of breath, but that came back, and but now you know that I've recovered. Twice a day is kind of my normal regimen.
Okay, great. Wow, what a story. Unbelievable. Well, it is believable. Well, thank you for sharing, Ron. I appreciate you jumping on here and sharing with us all. You have a great evening, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah,
You
thank
too.
you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so our third guest is Charlie Emenecker. Charlie, are you on?
Oh, yep, I am. I'm here.
All right. Can you share with us how you came about Numi? Well, actually, I talked to you about it.
We cross recruited each other that day.
Yeah, and how long ago was that?
Probably 2 months, 2.5 months ago. I'd have to look it up, see what I got started. Oh, you know what? It was the last week in March. The very last week in March, right?
Okay, great. Can you share with everybody what's happened with you?
Well, you know, I thought I knew a little bit about glutathione. As it turned out, I didn't know much at all. And then we talked about PubMed. I went to PubMed, saw there were 167 or 168,000 pages of science there. I went, oh my. I went through my Zango, immediately had a recall of what happened in my Zango days when we saw what mangosteen did. And this is 50 times more. I thought, well, I think I better engage, at least get the product. And I'm a healthy guy. I'm 75 years old. I don't have any real issues, but I do believe in prevention. I do believe in keeping myself very healthy. And what I noticed pretty quick was an uptick in mental acuity and an uptick in energy. But what I experienced was a surprise. I'm a golfer, and I've been playing golf all my life. But as you guys know, with age, you have loss of speed, loss of strength. And I do a transdermal human growth hormone that's helped me. But I mysteriously had an increase in strength and playing golf. And I'm working with a sports medicine chiropractor to get me loosened up. So I'm gonna say I can't attribute it all maybe to the glutathione, but I picked up about 20 to 25 yards on my tee shots and picked up the equal distance in my irons, about an iron and a half further, simultaneously. Now, we just got back from a golf trip last week, playing golf, and on the last hole, I was playing with a guy who was about 25 years younger than me, and I said, "Hey, Mikey," I said, "give it a good belt, pound it really hard." And he's always teasing me, and so the last hole, we both hit really good tee shots. We go out to the fairway to pick, to go to he went to my ball. He looked at it. He saw that it was a Titleist 1. He looked at me and I said, "Yeah, that's me." He's 25 years younger. It was really funny, but I attribute the weightlifter, was it George? I feel added strength with the use of the glutathione. And I'm glad that you said, "Charlie, look at my video." I said to you, "Look at my other video with a different type of product, has nothing to do with health." And we have now continued the journey, and I'm 1-star working on my second 1-star leg, which my goal is by the middle of July to be a 3-star. I don't want to wait till the end of the month. This is fun. And I'm literally by helping people, just by helping people, making money in a 2.5 months of time. I'm surprised. I'll just put it that way. The product speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And by the way, I see my buddy Rob Kenyon on here. Rob, sorry I didn't call you a month ago.
Another one got past you?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, Charlie. I got it in front of you, that one.
I've heard that a lot during my life. Sorry, Charlie.
Right. So anyhow, oh, by the way, I have my Numi bottle in my skin spray. I spray maybe 2-3 times a day, and I've got the bottle sitting where I keep my keys. Where we all have a shelf where we put stuff where we don't forget things, and so I noticed the bottle was going down a little bit sooner, and Nancy says to me, "That stuff's really good. I like that a lot." So I had to order more product because my wife is now really engaged with using the Numi switch.
That's great.
Oh yeah,
I love it. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Thanks, Charlie.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later. All right. So let's move on, guys. I'm going to go back and share the screen. And now what I want to do is just play a real quick video where Stephen K. Scott, the founder of the company, goes through his history, a little bit about the product, how the science or the technology behind it, and how it works in your body. And then right after that, we're going to share a little bit about the compensation plan.
Hi, I'm Steve Scott, and you don't know me, but you may have seen my products on TV. About 45 years ago, I was only 27 years old, and I found a product that I thought was a breakthrough product. It could do something nothing else in the world could do nearly as well. And so I partnered with a friend who had $5,000, and we started a little company. And 5 months later, our sales hit $1 million a week. $1 million a week on one product. Why? Because it was a breakthrough. What's a breakthrough? A breakthrough is something that can do something that nothing else in the world can do as effectively, efficiently, or as economically. And from that point on, I had a simple formula: find breakthrough products, put them on TV with a celebrity, and sell them to the public. And we generated more than 40 million phone calls over my career. and billions of dollars in products. For example, we found a breakthrough weight loss product, one that you didn't have to count calories, you didn't have to look at grams of sugar or grams of fat. It was the most simple, and yet it was amazingly effective. We had one guy said, the Guinness Book of Records, he lost 715 pounds. That's how effective that breakthrough was. It was called Delamil, and its inventor was a guy named Richard Simmons. And we took that to the world and is sweating to the oldies. We found a treadmill that was a breakthrough, and Jane Fonda was our spokesperson on that. We found hair care products with an inventor that they were amazing, and Cher was our spokesperson on that. But the one that most people remember, because it's still on television, we launched in 1996. It was the Total Gym with Chuck Norris and Christy Brinkley. I retired from that company quite a few years ago and started a new company a couple years ago. And the new company I started around the biggest breakthrough I have found in my lifetime. Let me show you something. This is a tennis ball. No breakthrough there. This is a sewing needle. No breakthrough here. Now, imagine if somebody said, I will pay you $1 billion if you can get that tennis ball through the eye of that needle. Now, I don't care how hard, and you can't break the tennis ball and you can't enlarge the needle. I don't care what I would do, no matter how much I wanted that $1 billion, I could not get the tennis ball through the eye of a needle. Nobody could. But now imagine if we found a process where we could reduce that tennis ball so tiny that you could get 40 or 50 of them into the eye of the needle at the same time. That would be a breakthrough. That's called nanosizing. What you do when you nanosize is particles clump together in solution. So you separate the particles, and then you have microseconds to encapsulate the particles in either a fat, which they call lipids or liposomes, or a chemical, and then they won't come back together. Well, we found a way to nanosize in something that wasn't a fat, and it's not a chemical. In fact, we found a way to reorganize ultra-pure water molecules around those nanoparticles, and that allowed us to get to sizes that were a fraction of the size of normal nanoparticles. We could get so tiny that we could see things that nobody had ever seen. So what we did, one of my favorite molecules, actually no oxygen-based life on Earth without it, is a molecule called glutathione. It's made by every cell in your body, every cell in every animal body, in plants, and like I say, there'd be no oxygen-based life without it. It's as critical to your health and performance as oxygen is. And it performs all these incredible functions, over 400 functions in the human body. Quite a few of them are critical for life. Stop those functions and you die, okay? It's really, I call it God's miracle molecule. And the problem is that our glutathione levels decline every year. They decline every decade, about, on average, anywhere from 8 to 12% per decade. So I'm in my 70s, and so my glutathione levels should be half, less than half of what they were in my 20s. Now, glutathione, among other things, it is the primary protector of your cell. It is the detoxifier. Your cell has many industrial chemicals in it, and they need to get out. Well, guess what gets them out? Glutathione. It is the primary protector of your mitochondrial DNA. That's critical to your life. It is the protector of your immune cells. You know, your immune cells protect you, but what protects them? When your glutathione levels are high, your immune cells can reproduce explosively in response to a bacterial or viral insult. But when they're low, your immune cells reproduce sluggishly. So, and we all know, having come through what we've come through in the last couple of years, we all know the value of our immune system. Those little T cells are amazing. They're assassins. They target bacteria, viruses, cancer, and they're what your body depends on. They're called the assassins of the immune system, okay? And the faster they can reproduce to a bacterial or viral insult, the more effective they're going to be. We need to keep our immune system healthy. And the key to protecting the immune system is glutathione. So glutathione declines by 10% per decade, but the assault on the cells don't. Do you know every cell in your body, you have about 60 trillion of them, are attacked 10,000 to 20,000 times a day by things called free radicals. Now, a free radical is just a thief. It wants to steal an electron from your cell and then make your cell vulnerable to all sorts of problems. And so what glutathione does, instead of your cell donating one of its electrons, the glutathione molecule donates one of its electrons, and it neutralizes or sequesters the free radical. Amazing. And then it recycles itself. The same molecule recycles itself over and over and over again. Glutathione is also critical to oxygen transfer. When hemoglobin is manufactured in your body, it cannot bind to an oxygen molecule, so it's useless. It has to be reduced to what's called a positive 2. The reduction agent that reduces hemoglobin to a positive 2 is glutathione. So it allows your hemoglobin molecules to bind to an oxygen molecule and deliver that molecule wherever it needs to go. Dr. Oz did an entire show just on glutathione. Here's what he said at the beginning of that show. The most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases you fear the most. It's called glutathione. Now write it down because it's critically important. And in that show, Dr. Oz had Dr. David Katz, who was head of Yale University's research department in disease prevention. And listen to what he said on glutathione. It really is the most important antioxidant. It's the one the body relies on to clean up critical toxins. He said if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. People used to think vitamin C was the most critical molecule. And in 1984, there were 16,000 studies on vitamin C. There were only 8,000 studies published on glutathione. Well, as they began to study more and more, they realized that glutathione is the key to human health and human performance. Today, there's over 160,000 studies on glutathione compared to 75,000 studies on vitamin C. It is certainly one of the most studied molecules in all of molecular biology. Ask your doctor about it. Most doctors will say, yeah, I think I read about that in medical school. But ask any molecular biologist about it, and their eyes will light up. They'll go, oh, man, let me tell you about glutathione because it's so cool. Well, the problem is, as our levels decline, we need to bring them back up. And that's not so easy. Why? Because glutathione itself is a very fragile molecule. It gets destroyed in the gut. It's rate-limiting amino acid. It's made up of 3 amino acids. 2 are in abundance, glutamic acid and glycine. But the 3rd amino acid that makes up the glutathione is L-cysteine. L-cysteine, like the glutathione molecule, is so fragile that when it gets into the stomach, it's destroyed. Now you can buy, there are ways around it. You can buy liposomal glutathione, you can buy liposomal L-cysteine, and those are somewhat effective. But what would happen if we could nanosize the glutathione particles and make them so tiny that you didn't have to go through the stomach? They would literally transfer through the mucous membranes in your cheek and sublingually and be absorbed that way. What would happen if we could actually make the particles, the molecules, if we could get them to the size to where they could be more bioavailable to the skin? Well, that's what we've done. Our technology is called hydrostat, and it's a nanotechnology that is novel and unique to us. We're the only ones that have it. Nobody else in the world has it. And it uses reorganized ultra-pure water molecules to surround the nanoparticles. Do you think your cells want to have more water? Yeah, believe me, they like water more than they like fat. So we went ahead, we created a supplement where we nanosized glutathione, L-cysteine, and some other cofactors, and we went ahead and we gave it to athletes because we know if it's going to really work, it's going to change performance. Well, we saw amazing things with athletes. One athlete who was on the downside of his career, he had been a strength and conditioning coach with the Seattle Seahawks. When he was 48, he set a world record bench pressing 804 pounds. And after that, it was downhill. By the time he was 59, he could only bench 725. Now, that's a lot. It set the record for his age group, but he was no longer competing with the elite. You know, and you can blame it on age and loss of lean muscle and everything else. Well, he started using our product. And because it cut his recovery time so much, instead of lifting heavy once a week, he could lift heavy 4 times a week, which changed everything. He could also work out back muscles that he hadn't been able to work out in years. And his bench press in 6 months of using our product went from 725 pounds to 915 pounds. 6 months later, as a 60-year-old, he set a new world record for all ages, 1,050 pounds, okay? Up 300 pounds from a year and a half earlier. Nobody does that, right? Well, he will tell you that by swishing, he cut his recovery time so much he could work out more often. Guess what? He was the first athlete I gave the product to. I started giving it to other athletes I knew, and they saw the same things. Man, the first time the runners and cyclists were using it, they were breaking their personal records. The very first time, it just blew them away. Same thing with boxers and everybody we gave it to on the athletic world. They just went crazy. And what's so cool is there's no stimulants. There's nothing bad for you in it. It's heart healthy, brain healthy. It's just glutathione and some other cofactors. Well, then we decided what would happen if we put it into a formula for skin. Once again, getting that molecule size. You know, your skin is meant to keep things out. But what happens if, how much more bioavailability would we be by reducing the particle size so tiny that if the skin wants it, the skin could receive it? So we went ahead and did that, and the results were amazing. For example, look at this woman. That was 7 weeks of spraying her face just 5 times a day, and look at the difference it made. Here's her 80-year-old mother who sprayed her face about 5 times a day at 80 for 3 weeks. Look at the difference. And we just kept seeing things like this over and over again. So we formed a company, and the company is called Neumi. And we just launched it July 7th. We are so excited. It's amazing what we've seen there, but we knew we would, because what happens when a person can take something, and the way you use ours is you just take 2 little capfuls, put it in your mouth, swish it for 30 to 60 seconds, and then swallow. And you will feel it. No stimulants or anything, but you'll start to feel it within a couple minutes. It's that fast acting. And we put our skincare solution. We nanosized not only glutathione and L-cysteine, but hyaluronic acid. You've all heard about that on TV for the skin. Collagen, we all know about that, plus some other amino acids that helps your skin to produce more of its own collagen and more of its own elastin. And look at this woman. This is so cool. Look what it did for her face in 4 weeks. And everybody was saying, oh man, how much weight did you lose? She didn't lose any weight. And yet look at her face. Look at the difference, okay? These are the kinds of things we're seeing all over the place. I hope you'll look us up. I hope you'll watch our videos. This is a breakthrough that I want to take to the world. When I take a product out on television, I have to pay the television stations millions of dollars. I've had one product where, you know, it's sold almost $4 billion in product sales, but we spent hundreds of millions of dollars, you know, into TV stations, coffers. When I take them out on retail, guess where the hundreds of millions of dollars go? They go into the retail stores. Well, what would happen if we could actually bypass the retail stores, bypass the TV stations, and use everyday people, moms and dads, and people that just want to have an additional source of income? What would happen if, instead of putting all of those all of that money into TV stations or stores, instead we could put it into everyday families by letting them, through word of mouth, distribute our products? So that's what we do at NUMI. I hope you'll look at us. I hope you'll watch the videos. And most of all, I hope you'll join with us. We're looking for partners, and my whole life changed when I learned how to effectively partner. We want to effectively partner with you.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So let me bring the slide back up. What I want to do now is I want to go through the comp plan a little bit. Those of you that are on here that want to learn more about the compensation plan with the company and find a way to generate an additional stream of income, you can unmute and chime in anytime you like, okay? If you have any questions about what I'm going over. So let me go ahead and let me run back in here real quick.
Hi, I'm Steve Scott, and you don't know me.
All right. So to enroll as a member or a preferred member or a retail customer, you would just go to the link. Your friend that invited you to this Zoom has a website provided by the company, and they'll send you the link so that you can go ahead and enroll. You have those three choices. You can purchase retail, you can become a preferred customer where you go on auto ship for the wholesale price, or you can become a member where you could build teams and generate additional income. So when you enroll with a welcome pack, we have 4 different welcome packs. When you enroll with a welcome pack, the membership fee is waived. And so this is welcome pack number 1. It's $100. It's 1 swish and 1 spray. Welcome pack number 2, I call a 6-pack. And when you purchase that, you get 1 free bottle, and that helps offset the cost of the tax and shipping. And then welcome pack number 3 is a 10-pack. Again, you receive 1 free bottle to offset the cost of the tax and shipping. You'll get the swish and the spray in these packs. And then welcome pack number 4 is $1,000. And when you purchase that pack, again, you're going to get the swish and the spray, and you'll receive 4 free bottles. Now, there's no advantage to getting the packs as far as the compensation plan is concerned. The only advantage is that you have additional product to share with other people. And if you buy the bigger packs, you know, you're going to have more product to share. So I started with the $1,000 pack because I wanted to have the inventory. I knew I was going to be talking to a lot of people about it. I knew I'd go through it quickly. And I really wanted those 4 free bottles. It just seemed like something I just couldn't pass up. So these are, first thing I'm going to go through is where we get paid weekly. These are all weekly commissions, retail commissions. So retail customers, so they would purchase retail from your site. They pay $65 per container, whether it's the swish or the spray. When they do that, you receive 25% of that retail purchase. And that's paid, like I said, is paid weekly. And then 3% is paid to 6 people above you. Now, here's the way you look at this. Every retail customer that comes in 6 levels below you, you're going to earn 3% on their retail purchase. So just remember that anywhere, if you share it with someone and they share it with someone and they share it with someone, as it gets passed on, as it gets 6 generations away from you, you're going to get paid on all those retail orders, that 3%. Then preferred customer is a wholesale customer on AutoShip. You'll earn 25% on every purchase that preferred customer makes, and then 3% will get paid up. Just to kind of give you an example, if they purchase welcome pack number 1, it'll pay 25%, pack 2, 75, pack 3, 125, and if they purchase pack number 4, you'll earn $250. So remember, on this 3%, what happens is anybody who becomes a preferred customer underneath you, every time they order, you're going to earn 3% of their order, regardless of whether when they're 6 generations removed from you. Now, or you can become a member. Now, members, again, like I said, are able to build teams and earn commissions. You'll receive 25% on every order a new member places in the first 30 days. And like I said, these are the commissions on the packs as a member. And so if somebody buys welcome pack number 1 and they realize within a couple days they want to get more product, they go back in, they buy another welcome pack, you're going to get paid again. That's going to happen for 60 days. I mean, for 30 days. And again, the 3% is going to get paid up. Now, this is only for the first 30 days. There's something else that's going to happen. Once those 30 days are over, you're going to pick up what we call unilevel commissions. Now, this is where the monthly commissions start. And this is a bonus that the company set up. Now, this bonus is paid monthly. It's a monthly residual bonus. And so when you enroll 3 members, that's a $50 bonus. It's 300 in volume. Let me get my pointer real quick. 300 in volume. If you're shuffling papers and stuff, can you mute? So that $300 in volume will pay you the $50 bonus, and then when those 3 each have their 3, you've hit milestone number 2. Now, this is what Sylvia has accomplished. By the end of the month, she will have this structure, and her bonus check alone for hitting milestone 2 is $250 for a total of $1,200 in volume. So it's no longer 50, it bumps up to 250. And then when those 9 each get their 3 members, each enroll their 3 members, then you've hit milestone 3, and now the 250 becomes 1,500, and that's on a total volume of $3,900. That's only 39 people ordering $100 a month. That's amazing. And here we're going to add to that the 7% unilevel bonus, which is paid on 7 levels, and it's dynamically compressed. So if your organization has really gotten away from you and it's been passed on for 50 generations, you could be earning on the 50th generation because the computer doesn't count zeros. It's only looking for a minimum of $100 order. And so it'll count all those as one level. And so this compensation plan could really change things for you financially. Now look what happens when we add the 7% unilevel money to the volume for each one of these milestones. The $50 becomes $71. The $250 becomes $341. And the $1,500 becomes $1,773 a month. That's 43% payout on the volume, which is absolutely amazing. Now, also paid in monthly commissions is the unilevel commissions. And these are dynamically compressed. So the computer, again, it won't count a level or a generation that has a 0 on it. It'll search for the next one that has $100 in volume, and it'll pay you on that. So as a member, just starting out, if you have $100 in volume, it's a qualifier. You have to have $100 in volume. You earn 7% on the 3 levels or 3 generations of your organization. So you pass it on to your friend, they pass it on to their friend, and they pass it on to their friend. You would earn 7% of all that volume. Then to rank up to senior member, again, $100 in personal volume, but now $1,500 in total group volume. And then you'll earn another 7% on the 4th generation or 4th level. Now, with these welcome packs, it doesn't take much to become a senior member, because a lot of people will opt to get the $1,000 pack to pick up those 4 free bottles. So this, you can do this quickly. If one person buys a $1,000 pack and one person buys a $500 pack, you're a senior member. To rank up to the next rank of 1 star, always, all the way through the comp plan, all you ever need to purchase is $100 worth of product. It's 2 containers, 2 swish, a swish and a spray, any combination. When your organization has 5,000 in volume, you pick up an additional 7% on the 5th level. And then to rank up again to 2 star, you're $100 in personal volume, 10,000 in group volume, and now you're picking up another 7% on level 6. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You're going to pick up 1% of NUMI's global volume. They're going to divide up 6% of the world's volume and pay you on that as a 2 star. Then the next level is 3 star. So for 3 star, you need 2 1-star legs. So what is a 1 star? A 1 star is here. A 1 star is somebody who has 5,000 in volume, group volume. So you would, 2 of the people that you introduced to NUMI have done that, and you have 20,000 in total group volume. Then you're picking up 7% on all 7 levels. Plus, you're picking up another 1% in the global bonus pool. Now, let me tell you, on the global bonus pool, the 1% at 2 star is a smaller number than the 1% at 3 star, because there's less 3 stars than there are 2 stars. So this number, this dollar amount will be bigger. And then to rank up again, the next level is diamond. You need 3 1-star legs. So 3 people that you've enrolled have shared NUMI with people, and they each have 3 people, each have 5,000 in volume. They're 1 star. You have 100 in volume, and your total group volume is 50,000. You become a diamond and pick up another 1% in the global bonus pool. Now, this pool is even bigger than this pool because there's less people at the diamond level. And I can tell you from our experience of looking at this 3% at the diamond level could double your regular commissions. That's how strong that global bonus pool is. To rank up to the next level, it's double diamond. You need to have 4 1-star legs. So that's 4 legs that are doing 5,000, 4 teams that are doing 5,000 in volume each. You're $100 in volume and 100,000 in total group volume. You pick up another 1% in global bonus pool. I could just imagine what that is like. I haven't seen one of those yet. You're getting into some leverage there, and that's the name of the game here, is leverage. You're leveraging an additional stream of income for you and your family. So while you're sleeping at night or while you're off working at your full-time job, people are ordering product and sharing the product with people. Things are happening in your organization. It's growing on its own, and you're earning this additional income on the side. So to rank up to the next rank, it's triple diamond. 5 one-star legs, 250,000 in group volume. You pick up another 1% in the global bonus pool. And then the top level is Crown Diamond. For a Crown Diamond, you would need to have 6 teams that are each doing 5,000 in volume. Still, you're ordering 1 or 2 bottles of product a month, and you have $500,000 a month in volume. And now the company increases your 7th level payout from 7% to 8%. And you pick up another 1% in the global bonus pool. So I wanted to give you a couple examples. Last week, I just showed you one example, but I wanted to give you a couple examples. This example, here's an example of you and your team building a Power of 3 bonus team. So you and 3 of your team members decide that you're going to build a Power of 3 bonus team. So you introduce it to 3 people, 7%, and this is just based on the 7%. We're not talking about bonus pool money. We're not talking about the 7%. We're not talking about the 25, or we're not talking about the 25%. This is just based on the unilevel bonus is 7%. So 7% of 3 people of 300, which would be 3 people, $100 each, would be $21 a month. And then they bring on their Power of 3 bonus team of 3 each, and now you add that 63 to the 21, and it's $84 a month. And then when they enroll their Power of 3 team, now you're at $273 a month. And they enroll their Power of 3 team, now you're at $840 a month. And again, those people, they bring on board their Power of 3 team. Now you're at $2541 monthly, and then $7644 monthly, and then $22,953 monthly. Now, let me share my testimonial with you. Robin and I deliver groceries during the day. I'm retired, and we deliver groceries during the day. And in between deliveries, and I'm on Zooms, I'm calling people, I'm doing 3-way calls, and this is how you get it done. Now, even with all that, we've been able to save $20,000 since February 28th. And if it wasn't for NeuMe, I would not be able to do that at all. There wouldn't be any savings at all. So it can really change things up. Now, $22,953. That's not out of the question, guys. That's a real number. And Robin and I have hit that number before. In fact, we've gone well over that as a monthly income with this industry. This industry can really change things up for you financially. The leverage thing and the geometric growth can really, really turn things around for you. So here's an example of you and your team building a Crown Diamond team. Let's say that you enrolled 6 of your friends that all wanted to become Crown Diamond, and they would build 6 teams. So everybody's building 6 teams. So you enroll your 6 Crown Diamond teams, and that's $42 monthly. That's each one's doing $100. That's $600 in volume times 7% is $42 a month. Then they each enroll their 6 Crown Diamond teams, and now you add the 252 and the 42, and you're at $294 a month. And then $1,806 a month, then $10,878 a month, then $65,310 a month, then $391,902 a month. And there's somebody on our Zoom that's realized that kind of income in this industry or close to it. In fact, there's several of us on this Zoom that have done very, very well in the industry. And so it's not out of the ordinary, guys. It's actually attainable if you do the work. And as it gets passed on from person to person, as those people on that 6th generation or 6th level build out their 6 for their Crown Diamond team, then it jumps to $2,631,390. So you want to get back to the NUMI member who invited you, and they'll help you get started. They'll send you their link to their website, and then you can pick whether you want to be a retail customer, a preferred customer, or a member. Now, only members can build teams and generate income. And I want to thank you because you've given up your time here. You've given up an hour of your time to go through this with us, and I really appreciate that. Let me stop the screen share here. Okay, very good. So that's our presentation, guys. I bought a new microphone, and I had to change my settings on the computer to make it work. And so I couldn't hear the video, but I knew you guys could hear it, so I hope it came across okay, and you guys were able to hear me with my new mic. So again, we're going to do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll get the bugs worked out and the kinks worked out. I still wasn't able to invite anybody in after the video started, but I'll get that all figured out, and I won't have to lock everybody out. I want to thank everybody for being a part of the presentation. And if you guys have any questions or need any help with anything, just reach out. You've got all your leaders on here, Charlie and Sherman and Bobby. You guys just reach out, okay? All right, very good. You all have a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon.